The answer to this capture the flag challenge is the domain of the website for this location. For example, if the answer was UCLA, the flag would be LACTF, open curly brace, ucla.edu, close curly brace. And we are given a file to download. We have cats.jpg. So let's go ahead and download that. I will open up my command prompt here. I hit Control-Alt-T on my keyboard, and I'm going to move into the LACTF directory that I've created for this capture the flag competition. And I've also created a directory called cats for this challenge. So with that, I'll go ahead and move from my downloads, that cats.jpg file, and I'll take a look at this thing. I believe the image viewer in Kali Linux is called Ristretto. If I open this thing up, I have the image cats, and it's that. It's some cute cats doing what cats do. So if we are going to do some OSINT or open source intelligence to try and track down where this picture was taken, given only the image file itself, we probably want to take a look at some metadata or do some like reverse image searching. See, is there anywhere else online on the internet where a picture that looks like this or even this picture itself has been shared? My first reaction is to try to use the Google reverse image locator, or I think there are other services. I think TinyEye might do it, or PimEye, though I think PimEye usually only works with like human being faces, but it's worth poking around and exploring. And other CTF players or capture the flag enthusiasts might know that we could check out metadata on a file with the utility called exiftool. That's a command line tool, and all we need to do to pass as arguments is the file name that we want to take a look at. I'll tab to autocomplete cats, and there is a lot of interesting stuff that comes out of this here. Now, oftentimes you don't have all of this information. It just depends on whether or not the image was stripped of some of its metadata. You've got the usual boring stuff. Hey, the file name, the directory that's in, file size, modification time, blah, blah, blah. This is probably all coming from as I just downloaded it, but you also have some other potentially interesting stuff, like the make or the camera that this was even taken on, like an iPhone file. If you want to take a look at the resolution, you've got to take a look at, I don't know, the even second generation iPhone that dug into this. Cool that we can actually track down when the photo was taken, given the date and time or the original creation date for the file. Even some information on the camera settings, like the shutter speed value, the aperture value, brightness, and exposure, even whether or not flash was on. Ooh, in the lens model section, it even tells you this was taken with the back camera. Huh. But there are some interesting tags here in the noted sublocation and even the province or state. You can tell this was taken over in the United States, given a country primary location name. It's actually over in Hawaii, that a little abbreviation for the state of Hawaii, and the sublocation is Lanai Cat Sanctuary. A little bit interesting because we see this over and over and over again. If you actually scroll down here, you might be able to get just literal latitude and longitude coordinates that you could just plug into a map. Check it out. Yeah, here's GPS data, like latitude and longitude, 20 degrees north, 47 minutes. That's the right unit for latitude and longitude, right? Yeah. And even gives you the full string of the GPS position, and we could go explore that. But we are given an interesting breadcrumb here. If we weren't able to track down this specific and exact photo from any of our online searches, like Google Image Reverse Search or TinEye or PimEye, whatever, you might be able to go see within that metadata some of those locations like we just tracked down, the Lanai Cat Sanctuary. And we could go see, is that a website? Does that have formal business and company set up to it? Let's go see if it's online. Here is a quick note from today's sponsor. Let me tell you how we can help fix software vulnerabilities in our industry. Snyk is hosting The Big Fix, a worldwide event and vulnerability fix-a-thon. They're bringing the community together from now through March 14th to show our love for open source by fixing vulnerabilities together. Last year, The Big Fix fixed over 125,000 vulnerabilities, and this year is going to be even bigger than ever. When you fix vulnerabilities, either in open source or in your own code, Snyk will send you a limited edition The Big Fix t-shirt. Here's how it works. Register for The Big Fix at my link below. Check your email to get access to Snyk's The Big Fix app. Click on Connect Snyk to integrate with your Snyk account. If you don't have a Snyk account, you can create one for free. I'm going to grant API access so the Big Fix app can count my fixes on the leaderboard. Now, I can choose which of my projects I want to import. This way, when I make fixes, they'll get counted on the leaderboard. And now it's time to fix some vulnerabilities. This is super easy using Snyk, which automatically finds and fixes these software flaws. See, Snyk already found a ton of vulnerabilities. Let's open this fix PR and merge it onto GitHub. And done, it's fixed. All right, now let's check out the leaderboard. We can see the total fixes so far, and here I am. See if you can beat my score. Everyone who fixes at least one vulnerability will get a The Big Fix t-shirt, but the top fixers will get cool prizes, like a VR headset or Arduino starter kits. Plus, if you want to connect with other big fixers or folks in the security community, Snyk is hosting a free 24-hour live stream on February 28th. Jump into the live stream to learn security tips from experts and get help fixing vulnerabilities. So let's get to it. Let's make open source more secure together. Register for The Big Fix with my link below in the video description. Huge thanks to Snyk for sponsoring this video. So hey, back over on my web browser, I'm on Google right now, and I want to go ahead and search for that Lanai Cat Sanctuary. And look, it's even already detecting that might be what we're looking for here. And check it out. The Lanai Cat Sanctuary does some saving cats, protecting birds over in Hawaii. So all of this matches up with the metadata that we were just taking a look at. And this first result probably already clues me in as to what I'm looking for here. It's lanaiCatSanctuary.org. And this is adorable and lovely. And oh my goodness, no, I want to adopt a cat. No, their t-shirts are out of stock. The cat just flew in. Wow, it took me by surprise. Oh yeah, take a look at some of these pictures. This looks like the same cats, the same spot this was taken in. So pretty easy to track that one down. Looks like we have our answer here. That flag is lanaiCatSanctuary.org. So for formality's sake, we want to go ahead and submit that as LACTF, open close curly braces. I'll paste in that URL there. However, we just want the domain, so we can remove the HTTPS schema and we would submit that. However, the game is over and we've already submitted that and we've already solved it. But that are some cool tricks. Hey, if you're new to Capture the Flag, or if you're just getting into some of this fun stuff, OSINT and open source intelligence always relies on checking out online resources and just doing some research, going to see what's out there. And if you can get metadata, if you can see exiftool, the command line run, then you might be able to track down some super interesting details like GPS locations, or even the camera setup, or maybe just author tags, I don't know, singer, artist, anything that might come with any sort of file. It's worth ripping through exiftool. And I think there are a lot of folks that always kind of wonder, hey, how the heck can I get exiftool over on Kali Linux? If it doesn't show for you for some reason when you just type exiftool and it gives you the like command not found, it doesn't suggest the package for you. What I can do, and maybe a nice little Easter egg if folks aren't familiar, you can use a D package, DPKG, and actually S with the name of the utility that you want to see where it came from. As I've downloaded this, I don't know if it needs the full path. We're about to find out if that becomes a problem or not.
2,000 years later.
It's taking a long time. Whoa, okay, boom. Okay, yeah, it fell through and just spattered all that out. So check it out. The library that you might want to go ahead, or the package that you want to install, should be limimage tac exiftool tac Perl. I believe exiftool is written in Perl, and that's where all the fun stuff comes from. So that should be it, fingers crossed. Here, I can go ahead and sudo apt install libimage exiftool Perl. I am running on Kali. It's already going to be installed in my case, but whoa, I've got some broken shenanigans there. In which case, it is worthwhile to try and run updates. Oh, of course, we'll need a sudo on that. And then you could always try to run this with tac fix missing, and fingers crossed it might be able to pull some stuff down. Cool, I even got that upgraded. Super simple Capture the Flag challenge, always worth checking with exiftool, kind of pulling out any of that metadata as you might be able to find it, and Google it around online, seeing what resources are out there in case you can track things down otherwise. Thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you soon.